Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. And I hope you can't hear it, but forgive me if you can. That's the sound of my AC in the background because it's a cool 88 degrees. So, big controversy over a Ku Klux Trans athlete stealing the opportunity and success from actual female athletes. And you won't believe what state it's in. Commiefornia, of course, where regular families are scared and the Ku Klux Trans are free to roam and pillage. So this time it's at a high school in a town called Clovis, which is on the but it's near Fresno, California. And actually my mom used to live in Clovis. It is a nice town, definitely conservative. Shout out to Authentically Kennedy and Devory Darkins. They're also in Clovis, California, and it gets hot shit. But at this high school, they had a track meet this past Saturday, and a boy who's posing as a girl, you won't believe this, they took first place in the triple jump and the high jump. What, Jericho? Are you telling me that a teenage boy who is a high-level athlete is stronger and faster and can jump higher than a girl? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Imagine that shit. How 2005 of you to think that way. That's what happened. But because the Trump administration threatened to pull federal funding from these schools in California, they came up with this bullshit solution where the Ku Klux Trans member, if they win the gold, which they will because they're stronger and faster, if they win the gold, then the girl who has the second highest total of points, they get to join them on the first place podium. So here's a diminished first place gold medal for you, girl, real girl, who should really be up there on the podium by themselves, but they got to squeeze up there. Excuse me. She has to squeeze up there to share the first place podium. And I'll put a link in the description box so you can lay your own eyes on this nonsense. So what kind of home do you think a Ku Klux Trans teenager comes from? Do you think they're a Cosby kid? Do you think that they come from a stable nuclear family? You know, mom doing mom stuff, dad doing dad stuff, love, structure, discipline. You know, all the things a little kid needs to grow big and strong and productive. Do you think this is the kind of home that a Ku Klux Trans child would come from? Now, from what I've seen, with my daughter being in junior high school, going all the way back to fourth grade, what I usually see with one of these Ku Klux Trans kids who she went to school with since fourth grade, since we moved up here, is their number one, they either come from a single parent home and their mom has either blue or purple or pink hair, something silly. Now, if it's Halloween and your kids talk you into spraying some temporary dye in your hair that washes out in 48 hours, that's fine. But if you're dyeing your hair for like a long period of time and it's not Halloween, the fuck is wrong with you? So they either have a mom like that and they're raised by that weird psychopathic single mom, or they have two parents, but their dad's half of an alphabet soup group member himself, like the kid that I was talking about that my daughter went to school with. I went to her classroom one time when she was in fourth grade because she was getting a math award, which I've mentioned before. Call me racist if you want, but I was so happy that she was up there getting awards, math awards, with two other Indian kids. I was like, oh, my daughter's smart. Not that I had any doubts, but this just solidifies it. When your kid's up there getting math awards with Indian kids, come on. You know what I'm talking about? Just like if you're not black, like say you're white and you got a little white kid and he's on the track team and he's up there with the black kids getting a gold medal. You'd be like, damn, that boy is fast. It's solidified. Look who he's up there with. But anyway, the dude's dad, number one, he comes in late What do you do if you happen to show up late to an event for your kid? If it's in their classroom, you're probably going to come in real quiet, sneak in the back. Don't mind me. Continue. No. He comes in. Hey, everybody, I'm here. He might as well have had jazz hands and a crop top. So the dad's either like that, or he's some punk ass dude who probably wouldn't recognize a hard day's work if it kicked him in his tiny penis. Guess what? Guess what kind of home that poor kid came from? Of course, a single mom. And she was confronted by some parents at a track meet. And I'll put that link in the description box too, the track meet that I'm talking about. She was confronted. Another mom was like, that's not fair. You got your son out there competing against my daughter. That's not fair. That's a boy. And it was good to hear that at said track meet, there were people yelling from the stands, that's a boy. There were people out front protesting. You could hear them inside of the event. That's ridiculous. And of course, the mom is like, oh my goodness, you should have seen her. The first time that she came out dressed like a girl, she was so happy. You should have seen the look on her face, the light in her eyes. Well, of course, that's mom. That's what moms do. To a mom, their child's happiness, if not number one, is a close number two. Moms want their children to be happy. Their happiness is so important to them. That's why you need the dad to come in and say, boy, what the fuck are you wearing? Is that a dress, man? Take that shit off. Dad has to be the beacon of reality. Dad sometimes has to pull the family down back to the ground and put their feet on the ground. Whoa, what's going on here? You ain't no damn girl, and I'm damn sure not gonna buy you women's clothes. You're not squeezing them big ass stinky feet in some pumps, not in this house. You better wait till your address changes, son. The hell? But no, he's raised by a single mom, and his happiness is, you should have seen the look on his face. Look at the look on the faces of these parents in the stands with your big ass son competing against their daughters, stealing their opportunity, stealing their happiness. What about the happiness of the girls whose dreams of making a career, at least getting a college educations, are dashed upon the rocks of your son's happiness? When what you should have done is made sure he had a father in his life and wouldn't be up there looking like damn Vera DeMilo in front of the world. What do you think? Meet me in the comments. Talk to me, Goose. What do you think about this young man competing against young women? How ridiculous is this? And you know what was hard to find? A percentage on how many Ku Klux Trans kids come from single-parent homes. I wonder why that info is hard to find. All I could find was some Reddit thread of people giving their opinions on it. I want numbers. I bet you they're through the roof, which is why you can't find them. They need single-parent homes to push their agenda, all facets of it, whether it be Ku Klux Trans or eternal victimhood. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.